I traveled to Uzbekistan. 6 hours train finished and it's 38 degrees Celsius. It's my first time visiting this mysterious and beautiful Central Asian country. After traveling for 10 days in the country, I can say this is one of my favorite travel experiences. The rich culture, the nice people, and the whole travel experience was just so unique that I want to share with you. After a 7-hour flight, I landed Tashkent. It is the capital of Uzbekistan. Actually, I stayed only one night in Tashkent because my trip was mainly focused on the another 2 cities in Uzbekistan. The next morning, I took a 6-hour train to an ancient city called Bukara. I had to take this slower train because the high-speed train ticket was sold out. The slow train was actually not bad, and the cart is for 4 people with quite comfortable seats, and there's plenty of space to move around. It's just taking longer time. Bukara is a laid-back city, and I personally think Bukara has the most beautiful and unique Persian architectures. Every madrasa here, mosque, building is very picturesque and contains full of culture and history. Bukara is also the 7th largest city in Uzbekistan, but almost all the main attractions are within walking distance in the city center. I'm a slow traveler and I spent 4 days here to fully experience the city and as my first taste of the Uzbekistan culture. There are a few architectures I really love. The outlook of the architectures, the history of them and the uniqueness, everything I just felt so fresh. This gatehouse is called Gur-i-Amir. It's one of my favorite architectures in my whole Uzbekistan trip. In Persian, the name means 4 minarets, just exactly the 4 signature towers of it. You can easily tell why this is my favorite. This is a very rare architecture style in Uzbekistan. And after 4 days in Bukara, I took another train to the famous city in Uzbekistan. And this is Samarkand. It's the 2nd largest city in Uzbekistan after the capital Tashkent and one of the oldest inhabited cities in the world. After traveling in the country for a few days, all my previous nerves of traveling to this first Central Asian country, concerns of safety, thinkings like hygiene, etc., were just all gone away. Uzbekistan is actually a very safe place to travel to. And honestly, the places are very clean, made me feel very comfortable. And even at night, I would say it's very safe to walk outside in the city center. I really enjoyed the vibes and had a very nice time of slow travel here. In Samarkand, the daytime is quite quiet. You don't see a lot of people or family, just some tourists wandering around the sites. The nighttime in Samarkand is like a carnival. Yeah, you heard it right. At nighttime, the city is full of energy. People and family come out after dinner, and there are so many people around the Rajasthan. People come for the night show, and next to the Rajasthan, there are lots of street stores selling small toys, accessories, and there are a lot of bicycle rental here. And talking about the night show, it's magnificent. The show starts every night around 9 o'clock. I came here every night when in Samarkand. The lights are projected on the 3 huge madrasas of the Rajasthan, and it's completely free if you're watching from the outside. The next morning, I went to a mosque called Bibi Kanim. Forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. It's a very impressive mosque. The front door of the mosque is so huge. I've never seen the main door of a mosque or temple like this big. I took a few selfies just me in front of the door, and it makes me look tiny comparing with it. And there's a mausoleum just opposite to the main mosque, which is very picturesque with the signature turquoise color on top. And just next to the mosque is the Siop Bazaar. It's a market where you will find everything here. I got my first Uzbek bread here. It's called obinon. It's around 50 cents, and you have this whole load of bread, and it tastes so good. There's nothing inside, just bread, but honestly it's one of the best breads I've ever had. The most impressive place in Samarkand is this place called Gur-i-Amir. It means the tomb of the king. When I prepared my trip and first saw it on internet, read about its story and all the rumor about it, I was so interested to visit this. It's a 600 years old mausoleum of the Mongol conqueror Timur. The architecture is so beautiful, and with all its histories, it easily became one of my highlights in Samarkand. And after Samarkand, I head back to Tashkent for my flight to the next destination. There's some more beautiful places in Uzbekistan that I didn't have time to visit, like Khiva, which is a 6-7 hour train from Tashkent. But as a first-timer to visit this beautiful Central Asian country, it's already been filled with memorable experiences. Each step through Uzbekistan's ancient streets whispered tales of history and unparalleled beauty. From the enchanting streets of Bukara to the Grand Rajasthan and the flavors that danced on my palate will forever linger in my memories. Leaving Uzbekistan feels a bit sad because I had such a great time here. But I'm happy for all the wonderful memories I had. This is a place where I will probably come back